Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we are going to talk Adepticon, especially for Warhammer, because Games Workshop have announced that they're going to have a Warhammer preview at Adepticon, as we all probably expected. And this is generally one of the biggest shows of the year for reveals, and I think there's going to be some fantastic stuff. But as always with these, I like to do some predictions for these. I love seeing what's coming out. I love having, a little bit of a guess, all this sort of stuff. It just builds excitement in me, like having a guess, whether or not it's ever going to come true or I'm ever going to get any predictions ever right. I sometimes do, but I will say I have no prior knowledge of anything coming out in any of these games at all. I know we do get some stuff that is pre-release, but I have absolutely no idea on any of these what is coming out. Everything in this is entirely prediction and entirely theory crafted on my end, so I have no idea what's coming out for any of these. That being said, we're going to make some predictions for it all. And I'd love to hear your predictions down below. Some of these I think are a little bit easier to guess what's coming. Some maybe a little bit more difficult. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And so let's start with what I think is one of the two slam dunks. And I actually think the slam dunks on this are for the two main game systems. For me, first of all, Warhammer 40,000, we are going to see 10th edition. We know it's coming. It is that 3-year cycle for Games Workshop. This just has to be it. We had that teaser of the Tyrannid face with the Blood Angels Terminator looking back at it through its eye. For me, I think, we're going to see 10th. We're going to see that Tyrannid versus Blood Angel starter set / launch box. Probably see the launch box first, to be honest, and probably only see the actual launch box. But then, the contents of the launch box will be split up and you'll get part of that in the new starter sets, etc. But I'm really excited for 10th. I really am enjoying 40k. I've been getting so much back into the lore. Been enjoying things like the Dawn of Fire series. I've got a big Tyranny collection on the shelf that'll be awesome to get started with. And, I am wanting to build up my Blood Angel successor again as well. So it'd be really cool to get that on the table. I don't think we'll see anything else from 40k. I think it'll really just sort of push this. Maybe we might see some other Blood Angel and Tyrannid sculpts, maybe. But I don't think, we'll see a different army or anything like that. Next up, we have the other main game system, and that is Warhammer Age of Sigma. Now, for this one, I think they showed some Ossiarch Bone Reapers art up on one of the Warhammer feeds. I think it was the Instagram page, put some art up and then quickly took it back down. So I think we've pretty much got Ossiarch Bone Reapers confirmed with that. The other one is interesting because I'm not sure whether it's Soulblight Gravelords or Flesh Eater Courts. Now, Flesh Eater Courts is obviously, I guess, the slam dunk one here. But Soulblight Gravelords have had their battle tomes removed from a few places. No longer available here in Australia. And has gone off on a couple of other places around the world as well. So maybe it could be Soulblight, which would be interesting. Because if it is a Soulblight, that probably leads me to think Flesh Eater Courts might actually get a decent range reveal or range refresh later on. So while it might be a little bit disappointing now to not get a Flesh Eater Courts updated tome and like a single character to go with, if, we have to wait another 6 months for Flesh Eater Courts, but Flesh Eater Courts come out with a brand new model line, I'm pretty happy with waiting 6 months for that. I think a lot of Flesh Eater Courts players, when they sort of, think about that, might be feeling the same. Would rather wait that, 6 months and get a proper release. Now, I also do think, because we're probably just going to see 2 battle tomes there, and maybe a character for each model, and maybe a unit, nothing larger than a Gloomspite Gits reveal, I would say, is probably what we're going to most likely see max. I think we might see a few more Seraphon. We've obviously seen, the Salamander or the Spawner Chotek, the Astrolith Bearer, the Skink Starseer, all revealed. I think maybe we might see another Seraphon unit or 2. Ones that spring to mind, maybe Temple Guard, Saurus Cavalry, Razordons, if they are going to remain around. I'm not sure on the Razordon front, because I would have thought they would have shown that with the Spawner Chotek, with the Salamander. Maybe we see something like Skink Chiefs on foot return, or we see some of the other characters get refreshed, maybe a new Skink Star Priest, though it's probably a model that doesn't need it. But I think there's a lot of things that could get shown for Seraphon. I think, we might see another kit or 2 for them as well. Horus Heresy, I think, is an interesting one because, you know, we've obviously got all the legions and all that. I think for this, we're probably likely to see maybe, you know, a new tank in, or, you know, an updated kit for a tank. Maybe like something like the Legion Basilisk getting brought back, or because we've got Predators, we've got the Vindicators all coming out. Maybe Whirlwinds or something like that could all make a return. Some more Demos pattern tanks. Troop-wise, maybe some more upgrade sprues, maybe Assault Marines with jump packs and stuff like that could be revealed. I think we're just going to see a pretty random assortment of stuff. I don't think there's going to be any big theme to the Horus Heresy reveal. I don't think we're going to see anything like a Demon Primarch or anything like that. They'd probably try and make the game have, you know, a much bigger stake in the reveal, where I think 40k is very much going to take the limelight on these reveal shows. Kill Team, pretty simple. It's going to be the next Into the Dark Duel box set. So we're going to see, you know, the next Space Hulk Adventure box set for Kill Team. What are we going to see as factions in it, though? I'm starting to try and think of, like, factions that we haven't had forces for. Maybe we could see, like, Harlequins, though I don't really think we'll get Eldar after Eldar. I think maybe Gene Stealer cults, if we are going to see, you know, some things for 40k. Maybe we see an updated thing for like Gene Stealer cults or Gene Stealers as a kill team would be really, really cool. On the other side, you know, looking on the same thing, maybe we see a Terminator kill team. Could that be really cool? Like seeing, you know, 3 or 4 Terminators go into kill team and go smash things would be pretty awesome. And then for Warhammer Underworlds, we're obviously going to see the new season. Now, this is going to be, we've now had 4 warbands, which means we're going to go into the next one, because we've got the 2 after the starter set, which was obviously Grisel's Arena and Greencrack's Loon Court. So we've got a new sort of setting. It should move on from this, so we should go to something different now. For me, what are we going to see? I think Galay could be a really interesting sort of place for Underworlds to go. Obviously, moving on from the Nullwood, we're currently set in Galay. Could we see, you know, like the Caverns of Galay be the new setting for Warhammer Underworlds? If we're going to see a new box, I don't know what we would see. I've long had this thought with Underworlds that we are seeing a lot of warbands refreshed, a lot of ideas reused, like Gloomspite and Daughters of Cain in the last one. Even, you know, skeletons and some Slaves to Darkness, like Marauder types, all those are reused sort of core concepts, getting Rivals decks for new core concepts coming out. So maybe we could see something come back. I'm thinking maybe Khorne Slanesh with the releases of the new Battle Tome. Maybe that's what we see in the new Galay box set. Could be really cool. 2 brand new warbands. So we've just had a Khorne one as well, didn't we, in the Harrow Deep sets? Was that Harrow Deep or was it the one before? But be interesting to sort of see what we get. What do you think we're going to get for Warhammer Underworld warbands? What do you think we're going to see for the vast majority of this? I'd love to know everyone's thoughts on reveals. I always like taking some speculation. If you've heard stuff, heard rumours, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And so that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fantastic little community here, we have a Discord server which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. If you would like to, you can do so either by YouTube members or Patreon, or by grabbing yourself some merch at Teespring or at our Ko-fi store. All of them are linked down in the video's description. As a special thank you to our Patrons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons: Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lowe, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallers, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Nicholas Colomos, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members: Green Rich Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weird, James Tillman, Gargamel196, and Disco. Lastly, a special thanks, first of all, to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing art with the channel, everyone who helps come and provide the games for everyone to watch on the channel as well, and indeed all our fantastic mods and members of the community who keep our Discord and comment section a fantastic place for all to be. Thank you all once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.